Hello. Hello. How you guys doing? How you guys doing today? We've got for you guys a One Piece stream, the first stream in September, and we're going to make it a good one. We're going to be doing some OP12 testing with Kalgara, and it is the build. Let me make sure I got the name right. I just looked it up, as you guys saw. So it is the build from the Lucky and Unlucky, also known as Stefano. Their build, they got top 8 finish. So if you guys are curious about any of the deck lists that did well this past weekend, you can find them on Eggman Events. They've got a big tournament deck list category for it, right? I think we've got like what, over 50 around 50 deck lists. Let me see. We had 8, 8, 16, 16, so about 40-ish deck lists, because I have most of these, and by most of these, I think I have 17 of the 32 currently. I have most of the top 8, though, only missing out on one of the silvers readily. I'm still looking for the Smoker and Nami decks specifically, just to see what those decks look like, since they were unique one-ofs in the top 32, but we've got all that for you guys. So, still waiting for Odin testing. I'm sorry. I know. It's going to take a while. If the next testing session we do is probably Shanks. Also, if you guys don't know, I will be in Canada this weekend for the 401 games in-person regionals. I'll be doing the casting with it, and I'll be part of that. So really looking forward to that as well. Should be fun to see the games in action, and yeah, I'm having a good time. So we are doing that. We're doing that. I did have Van Odin. Maybe. If Karar's not playing Odin, I'm not playing Odin. How about that? Is Karar playing Odin? Does he believe in the deck right now? Because if he's not, then I likely won't. Please, nah. We'll see. Likely not, though. Likely not. If anything, the closest thing I'll probably do to Odin testing is blue and red ace testing with the Yamato SR. Yeah, we'll let you, if I'll make an announcement if I make the decision. I just don't have a build. That's the thing, like, too, right? Unless like I have a build or like a theory for a deck, I don't want to just like spitball it most of the time. And that's why I also asked you guys if you guys want Shanks or Kalgara. I haven't played Shanks at all this meta. I'm thinking I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to be like, man, there's a reason I don't like this deck still, but I do want to test it right now because it has gotten definitely a resurgence with Blue-Purple Luffy less popular. I also want to do more Blue-Purple Luffy testing. The Rosinante builds have been popping up every once in a while. I also liked Human's build from Carta as well. If you guys didn't see it already, he got an X2 finish top 32 with this build here, playing like the Navy package, which I thought was really, really interesting. With just the idea, it's just Garp and Aramaki, so Aramaki takes up the spot that used to be for like Katakuri. Strictly worse Katakuri, but still a pretty good 8k blocker too, so that could be really, really strong. I just wish that there was a way to, if you discard from this effect, I wish that it like restood you at the end of the turn. That would probably make it worth being an SR and a playable card, but without that restand, like it's tough, because now you're like a blocker or not. So let's see. You're having a fun with Purple Yellow Croc. Glad to hear. You don't love Zeus and Kalgar? You can take it out. There's also like more 2Ks for the deck too. We're probably going to play like 5 games of this, and then we're going to continue. But I'm happy to see that that you've been enjoying Purple Yellow Croc. Like sincerely, like if I had any like big events coming up for One Piece, I would highly consider like full sending that deck and seeing the best way to play it. It's one of my favorites, and sincerely, I mean this sincerely, like, and this isn't like making fun of anyone. You just win 1 or 2 games automatically with that deck. It is not popular enough where there are enough people who know how the deck works that they will just lose because they think that they win the game, right? Like that game will sincerely win 1 or 2 games strictly because people don't know how it works. And that you know, in 10 rounds, getting a free win is a free win, right? So that could be really helpful for that too. So I'm glad you're having a good time with it. It can definitely also be like the locals, you know, Punisher too. But hopefully we see people play it a little bit more in the next couple weeks. But I understand why it's not a super popular deck, and sincerely it is a cheese deck, but I do think it can get there in certain spots too. So, all right. Anyways. But yeah, we're gonna do some Kalgara testing. Should be a good time, and I am looking forward to it. As well. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. So, this is the build. Most people, I'm going to start with this because I get this a lot when I look at this deck too. We did get this card in OP11, or sorry, OP12. So we'll ring the bell, waiting for you. Mainly look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal if the 2 Shindonin warrior types are Mont Blancs. Add them to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a 3 Dawn, draw 2, in a deck that also already draws a lot, and we can go from there. Just reconnected. Can I see the Croc list? Yeah. I'll be honest. I have less builds in this team deck list because, honestly, I've been doing some testing, but I haven't had as many builds that I like actually think are good, that are unique enough to put here. So I am sorry that this is like a bit of an emptier spot here, but this build is pretty good. I think the only things that I would consider, if I was doing some more testing with Purple Yellow Croc, would be yellow purple. We got. I kind of consider All Star Disaster, if I'm being honest. Or what's it called? I think like if you want to play like a ramp event, it's not outrageous. So either it's to die for or what's the actual name for it? Lead Performer Disaster. Yeah. So one of those two. I actually think this may be fine for the deck to just get consistent ramp. I think people are gonna figure out if you don't attack against Miss Wednesday, then you're doing good. I also think that I also added to the deck since posting this list. I added Baby 5. Draw 2 is just too good. So playing like 2 or 3 of that, we just have like 6 or 7 cards in our life that can use a draw 2, either Oh Come My Way or the Baby 5. I think that's a little bit better, and I don't think Zeus did much in this deck anyways, so I took that out. And Miss All Sunday's like kind of one of the weaker cards, but it's a draw 1, ramp 1, which is good enough. It's just sometimes you have to make sure that you can stabilize in the early game, which is like the only issue. So. But I think this is like a really good start, at least for anyone trying to figure out how the deck works, and to go from there. The issue I think also is that you really want to play Kuma on 6 and then Katakuri on 8. You can also play this Crocodile on 6 and then like one of these two at 8. But if you don't see your 6 to 8 curve, it feels tough. It definitely feels really, really tough. So I think that's part of it. But that's also why like I think you want to go first to Miss Wednesday. That's like your high roll. But second and from like Bond Clay into like Kuma is also kind of okay. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I think that's fine. And there's other cards to consider, like you can play Lin Lin, you can play Yamato 9 drops, either of those, but that's just where we're at there. So anyways, there it is. If you guys want to see the deck list, that's on my team deck list. This was Ying's list, which you're looking at earlier. And we're going to play this build of Kalgara. So I'm going to import it to the sim by going text, copy the clipboard, going over to my favorite online One Piece client. Go to deck editor, and then we're going to go to import deck from clipboard and call this OP12 Kalgara. In case you guys don't remember that you can just import it straight to the sim, now you know. Now you know. What does it mean by I'm ambassador Card Market, so you guys should check out Card Market. They sponsor me. You should check it out. I have not. So I don't. This is gonna be my first time playing Kalgara, and this is generally kind of how I do it too. So normally what I do is I get someone's build that did well with the deck. I play it for a couple games, see what I like and don't like about it, and I'm gonna change it up. So I'm gonna play this for like 4 or 5 games, see what I like and don't like for it. There's definitely some things I've already kind of maybe considered to change a little bit, and then kind of go from there. So we'll get some games, and I'll do some more deck building after I get like a better lay of the land for the deck. So there it is. All right. Well, then let's get to... I'm just going to do ranked games. I'm going to learn some hard truths about this deck the hard way. That's usually what means... Usually means you learn them better. And let me just... I need to log back into... OP Bounty and likely a... Yeah. Likely that. There you go. Also, it's peculiar out here. I don't know who's if anyone's watching from LA. It's thundering outside, which is crazy. It's crazy that there's thunder outside. It's not raining, there's no lightning. But as a Midwest boy, like I'm like, where am I right now? I definitely like playing in person 100 times more. It's just way better. Especially because I like to do is that, especially when we're not in tournament, you can't do this in tournament, but then testing, like I'll tell like my opponent or whoever I'm testing with, like, hey, can we make a crossroads here? I want to see if this decision or this decision is better between the two. That just helps. It's just better testing. I would say the sim's really good for getting like familiar with it, but if you want to do well consistently, you definitely have to have like an in-person testing group, or it could be like webcam too, but like you need to be able to have a way to actually test and not just play games. I think that's the way to do it. I think that is just the best way to do it. So it's also like the sim is fantastic. I support it, and it's great for a lot of things. I don't think it's great for running tournaments though, or for running, it should not be your only testing tool. So that's also like why I just I'll never run tournaments on like unofficial sims like this. I guess never is a hard word. I have I've never done it, and I have no expectations to do it in the future. The only exception is like official sims, so like the Fusion War one I've done. All right, this looks like a moderately it's like a 52, 50, or 48. GLHF. All right. I'm gonna mulligan. We can do this. This Kalgara is the most important card for us, right? Yeah. And then we can play Shura next turn, and then we can do Kalgara into Wiper. Let's see, Ben does better. Thank you very much for the 7 months. Appreciate it. A lot of wrong sequences in sim, as in like the sim doesn't do anything correctly, or like bad rulings, or it's easy to like do the wrong sequencing. All right. I definitely want to play this card. Do we need to get rid of Lafitte? I think like they got Shiryu. Okay, so we can't we know that if we play this card, it's just gonna get bopped. I don't know if I care about them being able to search every turn compared to just being able to do damage to them. Because I know, yeah, they're just gonna play this. They're gonna bop my dude, but I'm not sure if I actually care. Let's definitely do this first. Okay, Ohm is better than Wiper if we don't have anything better to do. So Ohm. Now we'll just go 6. Because yeah, next turn they're just gonna. Let me just say they're gonna run out of things to do. We'll see. Oh, some edge interactions, sure. I think the only thing that I've really seen with the sim is there have been like, yeah, as mentioned, like edge rulings where something that is mandatory is not mandatory, and vice versa. It's also just it brews like bad habits. Oh, okay, so they're not going to play out the Shiryu to get rid of my Shura, so we're good there. Also, Vizar with the 2 months, or sorry, for the sub with Prime. Thank you very much. Starting a hype train, do appreciate it. Happy Monday or Tuesday. Sorry, this holiday's messed me up. So, but I think, all right, so then, yeah, we can just attack into this. Okay, so we made the right call. I'm just really surprised that they did it like that. Yeah, I don't think I care. They're going to use their leader effect. I mean, they can. Sure. Get rid of that immediately. Play out this. Get an extra draw. And then we'll play out this. This won't have its activate main, but I don't think we're going to get that anyways. And the next turn is going to be a 6k. So this is pretty good. This is a pretty strong start, I think. Yeah, it feels like a Monday. I know, right? And I normally never stream Tuesday mornings, but so I'm traveling to Canada starting tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a stream tomorrow morning. If so, it'll be last minute, and I'll let you guys know. I'll be on the road Thursday and Friday, but I might be able to get a stream in. I'll just let you all know. All right, full lead. Okay, they're just searching their searchers. right. So I kind of need to attack. So the sequencing for this is really interesting. But I think the best thing to do is we're going to start off with this, because if we go down to 6, this becomes like a bigger body. Can we make it a 7? We can do 7. What are we playing after this? Probably another Kalgara. We'll start with 7 though. We'll go here. We'll play this boy out. We get the extra draw. What's better, a 4-drop, 2k, or at this point, right? Like the amount that we have is about the same. Like playing Holy and playing Wiper is about the same because there's no on plays as well. So we'll play this out and then we'll pass. Yeah, because going wider I think is better here, especially since we have a lot of ways to defend our board, and all they're doing is searching. We got Doc Q. Okay. I think we're too fast for them. Not being able to get a heal is kind of obnoxious because all of our healing is based off of on plays, but I think that we've been aggressive enough where we're fine. I played a good amount of Kalgara in OP11, not a lot, but this is it. I see. Meta is the worst term. So, like, I understand the sentiment for it, and honestly, what I try to do with my content is, like, I say it's meta, but when I say meta, it's more so, maybe a better word for it is like format. Okay, that is a weird spot where this 3-drop is worse, but that's fine because it gets hit by Shiryu. But yeah, it's not meant to say that these are like meta decks, but like you can get there. 10 cost to know I feel like is too expensive. Like I feel like we get to 10 so infrequently that it's not worth it. All right, and then Doc Q. All right. I mean that's good. Like that's a lot of power from them, but you know. Maybe we should have attacked with this one first. All right. They can't KO either of these and develop a blocker. All right. Should I be afraid of losing next turn? Likely not. Likely not. So we have only 2Ks in hand. I think this is just fine. Either this discards a card from their hand. I think we can do this. Okay, cool. And then we play this and pass. All right, with the cards in their board, they're not going to be able to win. 10-drop Teach isn't going to be enough pressure for them to win, and I think we get this. Yeah, because they can't develop enough blockers and get enough bodies on board that these attacks won't be impactful enough. Yeah, I think we get this one. And they got Von Aga. I mean, they can double Von Auger and get rid of my 6-drop Kalgara, but I don't think that's going to really do that much. Okay, they got 10-drop Teach, sure. And then I just counter out of these, right? Yeah. And then we just... Yeah, GG. Alright, starting off with a W. The rare win for the day. The rare first win. Alright. Let's keep going. We're at... I'll let you know my rank. I'm not like high rank. Alright. Okay, if I go first, I have a 60% win rate. If I go second, I have a 20% win rate. So I'm going to go first. Especially since we've got Kalgara here. And we've got our Searcher and our Shura, so... Yeah, I think we get to be the aggressive deck, but both these decks are like play 5-drop 6Ks and go off. The only card we can really find. Oh, nothing. Okay. We might be winning this one. All right. Sure. Sabo. Sure. 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 Okay. Yes, yeah, they've been updated. You checked their page without checking my page first? That's insulting. You checked their page first? Rude. Rude. Yeah, they're there. Unless they have treasure cups. Have they dropped treasure cups in the last 5 minutes? No, you're good. You're good. I'm just being funny. We got a lot of 2Ks in hand. All right. But they don't get the double restand, right? Do we bully Lim? Or do we bully Lim? I think this is the same either way. The fact that we haven't found any healing cards, though, is getting kind of scary, though. You just block 2k. Oh, okay, Blast Breath. Okay, love that card. I think that card's great. Especially, they're going to lose out on a Dawn, but that's fine. And then... I guess the 2k. Goodbye, Mont Blanc. Yeah, they're still missing deck list though. I'm looking. Yeah, I have all of top 8. Yeah, missing in action. Yeah, nothing new. Nothing new. But yeah, all the top 8 should be there for this one. Yeah, I've got all of top 8 here, and then your deck, and then I think this was 13th place, and then this one I'm missing. This one I'm missing quite a few deck lists for their Treasure Cup. Anyways, 7k. 2-1. Um, 2-1. Yeah, I think we needed a heal pretty desperately. And we've drawn a lot of cards, specifically off Kalgara, the top of our deck and our top of our life, but not seeing that or any Kumas is tough. Though every one of our searchers do not find it, which is tough as well. Which is additionally tough. Another Reiju? Gotcha. Yeah, I had the Argentina thing. Yeah, I can add them. Yeah, because there's two Reijus, yeah. Here we go. Cornelius is having some puppy dreams. Alright, restand. Yeah. 2-1. Alright. Oh, did they forget to restand this one too, or is this bait? If I had Mont Blanc, I think I win this game. But I don't. No, Searcher. Imagining a card that searched, yeah, that drew one of my search cards. I know, right? Insanity. Do we Zeus to go for game? That might be a little bit too outrageous. I really want to do it. They've got 8 cards in hand. And then we get to do 6, so 5 and 12. 7. Let me see what this attack does first. Because if they don't block this, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I don't mind. Let's see, Sneezy for $5. Thoughts on OP13? I think that the meta is worse than OP12, but I have not played in it, and this is strictly based off me seeing other people complain about OP13. That's it. Ace is good, so you know that I'm a sucker for a blue-red Whitebeard Pirates card. Which Ace is? Man, they're big boy thinking. Honestly, I don't know if I have to risk it for the win next turn anyways. They have to do 3 damage, which they can definitely do if they have another Mihawk. At this point too, right? Like it's... If they Blast Breath here, I'm definitely Zeusing. 2-1. Interesting. So then if I use Zeus... Zeus means I lose afterwards, but I have... It's 10? No, I probably can't do that. I'll do this and then maybe I get a 1-drop. Or 1-cost event from my trash. Or from my life. My guess is that they can get out of this without blocking, or without losing Dofi. Which means maybe I should have gone for board. Because they can Blast Breath, and then, yeah, 2k. Yeah, likely going for board was probably the better play, because now there's a good chance I just lose. So I guess we'll just see from here. I have a good amount of counter in hand, but I don't know if that's going to be enough for this spot. Yeah, the Us Searcher is what I would use. That's immediately what I was considering for this deck. Because it finds Kuma and Norblanc, that would be the next... if I was to add a card to the deck, it would be that card for sure. Because if I used Us here and then I was able to find Mont Blanc or Kuma, I don't think I would lose. I think I'd have a hard time losing here. 2-1. So no, yeah, we both players trying to win here. I'll take the 7. Another 2k. Maybe they don't have another Mihawk. If they don't have another Mihawk, we win. Likely. Alright, so now they have to... This has to be a 2k or better in life if they have a restand. Which can happen. The new OP12 share? I haven't... like the new super rare from it. Alright, please be an event. R2K. Oh, we're just one off. That's sad. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, GG's. Yeah. I think if we went for board, we're in a better spot. I also will say, yeah, not seeing Norland lost us that game for sure, though. our Kuma again. It's we have to single draw cards, but we have 7 copies, and we didn't see any of them, which I think is unfortunate. But I'm just doing the math. But yeah, I definitely want to use the Us Searcher. I think that card can be find most of the good cards in this deck. This also is going to sound bad, like I'm a bad player. I don't love Ohm Holy. I feel like it does more harm than good most of the time. But like when it goes off, it's fantastic, right? It's just difficult for that to consistently happen. I feel like it's too much of a high roll in this deck, but maybe I'm just wrong. I think you have to play it. I just feel bad too that I do. All right, and then immediately. Immediately you get the combo. Yeah, I will never say that it is wrong to play it, because I think the card is definitely super good when it works. It's just that every time it doesn't work, I feel so bad. Oh, that is good. Now, we won't find a third dog, right? Third dog would be outrageous. Yeah. No. Oh, they're playing the Decker. Let's see. The 6X God with the subscription with Prime. Thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, they're afraid though. They're going for board. Love this. Yeah, you get it. It's pretty good. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, they probably got the... Okay. That's not too bad, because I still do this. Alright, Mihawk, sure. Sure. And it just gets anything with Sky Island, right? So I guess, sure. Goodbye, 2 healers. Because they made it themselves a 6k. Let's go here, yeah. I mean, please find another Mont Blanc off the top. That'd be amazing. Man, they... they're a 6k leader, and I don't want to spend Dawn, so we'll just pass. And if I spent Dawn, they can also rest it. Another Mihawk? Interesting. Yeah, I'll do the shout out. All right, I'm ready for the bait. And I don't even want to play out anything. I mean, I guess I can do... Oh, it's only Shando Warriors, right? Yeah, there's nothing worth playing. Yeah. No, they have another one. I mean, that makes sense why they're using it so aggressively, right? Yeah. All right, he got it. He got it. We got the shout out. All right. Yeah, I have yet to find Kuma. So okay, this might be outrageous to try, and probably is. I don't know. It seems like when we lose, and it could just be me being bad. It could just be us not using, like, just not getting heal cards for the spots that matter. Do we need the upper yard stuff? Is that a question that Eggman's asking himself today, right? This being able to find Sky Island cards is good, but, like, Althor just seems better so much of the time, right? Like, this card's not bad, especially from life, so it's probably worth running the package, but I'm like... Also, like, we played Ohm Holy against Zoro as well, and it didn't help us win, because they still were able to just get to their spots. I do think, like, the Fire Fist pistol is good, especially because we can use this card and then still play a body off curve with, like, Kalgara effect. Like, if we go first Kalgara into this is really, really nice, right? But, I don't know, I've always had a tough time with this package, and I'm curious if we had, like, more searchers for... Like, sometimes Ohm-on-4 is fine, right? Sometimes Ohm-on-4 is fine, and it becomes a 6k, but this deck just desperately needs a 4-6 vanilla. It's crazy how good the deck would be if we just had a 4-6 vanilla, and we just don't have that in the deck. It's crazy. I think Silver's Rayleigh is good. I don't know about in OP13, though. Cut yard to 2 or 3. I mean, you can do that, too. Like, I will admit, like, the fact that it searches is really good. The fact that it, like, searches and bottom decks are heal cards, though, is bad. And I know, like, the math, right? Like, bottom decking doesn't mean, like, it's rotated out or anything. But I definitely want to try running copies of Us. When I've played this deck previously, I've been running that card. And I think we're going to play a couple more. I'm going to play a couple more games, but I'm willing to try some new builds afterwards. So I think having 4 copies of Kuma makes sense for sure. Because it just kind of turns our leader effect into a discard 1, draw 1 to do the effect instead of that. Allegedly going second is good for us. We found Kalgara on curve, so that's probably good enough. I got Golden 10 Beard. Nice. Nice. Exciting stuff. Alright, and... Kalgara. Can this find Shura? No, it can't find Shura. The Miss Wednesday can find itself in you know, the superior purple-yellow Croc deck. I might do some purple-yellow Croc testing today, too, if you guys end up asking nicely. Oh my gosh, we've got so many of these yard boys. Oh, but we found our guy. We're going to 6 next turn, so Wiper's good. Off of this. I think they're going to take this anyways. Maybe nothing to play for 4. No! Not my Shura. No! No! Alright. This is really a good interaction though for this deck, right? That helps out a lot. Though I'm pretty sure they're just gonna KO it. But there also wasn't really a way for us to save that any better. Oh. Oh, they don't have a way to rest it. That's actually pretty good. Unless they have Kuina, but they wouldn't play that card against me. Interesting. No, they're 1 too much. All right. You know what? That's pretty good. Sanji's, I think, is pretty good. The issue with the deck is that it has a lot of tougher matchups, I find. Mihawk is obnoxiously good. That you're able to find off your 1-drop searcher. Blech. Another 2K. Interesting. They don't want to use their leader effect? That can't be right. Did they make a mistake? I feel like they're making a mistake. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. All right, Thor's. You're only 2Ks because you're still. Our opponent's still at 3 life, so That's kind of terrifying. Don't, or we'll find another Kuma. Oh no. Oh no. That's fine. Okay, bye. Maybe they got the Mihawk from the Hody. I don't think they needed to go for game there. That's just me. That's just me. Maybe they had nothing better to do, but all right. All right. Okay, this is I know the juxtaposition of this sentence, and I want to clear the palate by saying this has nothing to do with my previous opponent at all. I'm not trying to insult them. I have been under the like just the understanding that there is one way to play Zoro, and that's mostly correct. The thing that I've learned though is that there is one correct way to play Zoro, and there's so many branching paths I've been seeing people take, despite there almost being like an illuminated like airport, like you are like fire lane to leave an airplane, like there's an illuminated path. I still see people deviating left and right with Zoro sometimes. It's really interesting to see. It's really interesting to see. Like it is I've seen so many people try to deviate from the path from Zoro and almost always get punished for it. It's very I've been finding it very humorous. Yeah, right. Like I'm not and sincere. Like I mean it. Like I don't think our opponent. I don't think they played anything poorly. I'm gonna say, 95% they played Hody. They found their Mihawk and they felt like they had to go for game. I think they should have maybe gone for board a little bit more, so they just don't lose next turn. But it's very interesting to see. I don't know. Like I do think like Zoro's not as linear. Maybe that's like a weird way to say it. But I do just see people just jump to the right or left after playing like mostly good for the first little bit. The first time that there's like a real decision on how to play the deck, people go wild with it. It's been really interesting to see that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that they're doing a bad play or a good play, but when I make a video and Zoro's in it and everyone calls it like a helmet deck that just is linear and that it just wins a lot of games, I can assure you there are a lot of people who are playing the deck that cannot win with it, and it's been it is not some people are fighting really hard to make it not as linear as people are saying it is. It's linear under the assumption that you know how to win with it. That, I mean, maybe that's a better way to say it. But that's definitely, if that's not what I'm saying, that's what I'm approaching saying. Because for sure. Like the first couple of turns of Zoro, there's like almost no decisions, and then when there's like 2 or 3, you can tell people who have played the deck and people who are picking up the deck still. That's maybe a better way to say it. It is still a deck that you have to learn how to play, even though it might be a little bit more linear once you learn how to play it. Oh, it's my dad. I'm your father. Apparently this matchup is terrible, and I can kind of believe it. I get to go first, and I have all of these good going second cards, so I'm going to mulligan upper yard? No, mulliganing is the same as using upper yard. This is fine. And we get to do Om Holy after Kalgara, so that's pretty good. Oh, they're playing Perona. Interesting. They got Kid Killer. They're going to play Kid Killer next turn. Interesting. All right, they're down to 3, baby. Making it work. playing Kid Killer. Interesting. I've heard 7 at face is good. Oh, I've heard 6 at face is also good. 6 at face, I'll probably take it. Any advice? No, I'm not a law player. I think the deck is good, and I'm not surprised it can do well. But I'm not the guy to have the deets for that. We're just drawing all of our removal, huh? Okay, extra dog. No extra dog, but we bottom decked one of our searchers. That's pretty good. Our extra healers. That's good value. Love that. Love that. Do they have a way to look at the top card of their deck? No, they don't. Oh man, they're gonna just have to like hope. You got a law. Yeah, you should bounce one of these Peronas back to your hand anyways, just for the draw. All right, and it's a Choshiro. Unfortunate. Gumgud Red Hawk, probably for the removal. Yeah, and then we'll go. I'll play this Kalgara off. Do we need to play this card? I don't think so right now. Greedy McBeady. Big 7. Yeah, it looks like they just bricked, but maybe not. Maybe, no, I can't. It's gonna be tough for them. It's gonna be really tough. They can play a big 10-drop law or 7-drop law. They heal back up, bounce back, play maybe a 5-drop blocker law. And go 7k at me. It's probably good enough. Oh yeah, I will definitely save my boy. Boys for saving. Get another search. So I could like Zeus and like super try to go for game. Okay, but KO by effects. All right, that will prevent that from happening. Let's start 8. I also need to keep at least 3 Dawn open, I believe. not expecting to win this turn. But more so just get rid of a lot of their resources. Also, if they take a life, we get to draw a card. And you need to keep 3 Dawn open, so I have 5 left to mess with. So it's going to be 8 and 8 after this. Because I don't want them to be able to Hody. Alright, so here's like the next thing. Okay, because they have Kid Killer out and because of everything, they might have added it already. I think they have a restand blocker, so because, like the way to restand. So I'm not going to go all in, even though I could go all in with Zeus right now. I'd rather just be more blocker heavy. Because they could pop this, get a Dawn back, play the restand, and then block with Law on the next attack if they need to. Because I could go 7 and then... But I think they have the restand one. Okay, yeah. I'll just hit them down to 0. That was weird. You guys see that? It like attacked. Alright, there's the draw there. Pass. So we have the Earth won't lose. They can have like another 7-drop law, but their resources are pretty low right now. We've got a lot of 2Ks in hand. I can see this matchup being worse if they were better at putting 5-drops early, but so far I feel like we've been in a pretty good spot. Because like, what's like their best play? You better not be attacking my holy. That's right. Respect the holy. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, yeah, we'll have to. Guess we'll get me another one. If they attacked into holy, I think I would have just taken it, if I'm being honest. After this too, I think as long as they don't have like another Koshiro, I'm good to just like... I mean, even if they do have Koshiro, I can just Zeus. I could double Zeus. Double Zeus is mean if we're at 2 life. Not my holy. Alright, you got him. Yeah, okay. Got it. GG. Yeah, GG. Yeah, because we had enough attacks, right? We'd use Zeus. I mean, we double Zeus. Yeah, we had double Zeus here. And then we just go like 5, 7. Yeah, we just have a lot of power from double Zeusing. They would have... 1, 2, 3... 7, 10k, but then we'd have 5. Yeah, and they just weren't gonna get there. They weren't gonna get there at all. All right. Actually, are we 3-2 right now? What's our matchup spread? Maybe I think I not correct. Okay, no, we beat. Okay, we did beat a green Zoro. We lost to green Zoro and a limb, and then we also beat something. Okay, no, we're still 3-2. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna play this deck until I lose, and then we'll switch it up. And we did get Ohm Holy on there, but I don't know if how like important that was to actually winning. All right, play. All right. It's our guy Sakazuki. MIA. All right. We're gonna go first. Of course, in the deck that has ways to remove this without it, like they find it, so that's cool. That's a fun thing. We need to find our 5-drop. Not this 5-drop, but I'm not upset. Where? All right. Got rid of T-Bone, found the Shigi. A Gravity Blade, which is terrifying for this deck, for them to be able to do that to me. Let's see what this is first. You need to find 5-drop Kalgara pretty bad. Alright, I think all 3 Norlands are on the bottom of our deck now, so that's fun. I'm happy that's the case. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to just take that. Still nothing, huh? That is absurdly unlucky. Alright, so we can get rid of this Kuzan if we really want to, and then we can play out Wiper. Oh, we drew the 5-drop though. This only finds that card, which we end up finding. That's cool. Alright, our luck's beginning to change. Feeling lucky now. After a bit of a slow start. I might play some games of that. I get easily persuaded into playing that deck. Alright, do you want to Jozu this back to my hand? You can. Oh, okay. That's an interesting interaction there. They're going to be at 7 next turn, so they can do the double combo. This feels bad, but I think we have to do it. What do you think is the most consistent deck right now? Probably Teach. Alright, Grav Blade me. I know you want to. I know you want to. Know that they want to see me get hit by the Grav Blade. How much Dawn do we got right now? 9? That's not too bad. We almost get to do like a full Wiper Ohm Kalgara combo. We can still do Wiper and Ohm. Yeah, we're gonna get out of this. I know it's up. They can't trick me. Oh, crazy! How did? All right. All right. I think I have enough defenses that I'm not afraid of like these two attacking per game, right? I can go. I want to be able to play Wiper and then Ohm, which would be only 5 Dawn, and then I want to keep like 2 open. Actually, do I need to keep 2 open right now? Can I go 7-7? Yeah, I can do that. I can go 7-7 to really pressure them. And then, yeah, I'd be searching for specifically the Earth doesn't lose. Yeah, blue-purple Luffy just successfully gatekeeped Shanks from doing well, for sure. Out of white route, because I'm just did I have that at the time? Maybe I'm just bad. I almost never use that card, so. Oh, we can't get this card? Can we get upper yard, I guess? Oh, we got Doggo, though. And then I think the chances of this being... Because we bottom decked an Elthor and then Earth won't lose. I think this just drawing us a card is better. Yeah, because we get this 2k. Alright. I think board is sufficiently wide. And we're likely okay. Yeah, I'll probably play... I don't need much to be convinced to play more blue and yellow. Or purple-yellow Croc, though. Probably at the end of the day. I mean, one of these. Man, my whole board. Oh, what, like a Rob Lucci something? Okay. You got it. Rebecca. Okay. All right, that did it. That's actually pretty good. We might have lost. Yeah, I think we lost. We strictly need a heal card, which we can get off of like Zeus, maybe, right? All right, this is the only way that I see that we don't lose, is if we do Zeus. So we're gonna use Zeus here. We're gonna use the card action, take top life, pop that. We then we go 7 here. We play this out. They take this damage, we draw a card, and it gets us like Kuma or something. Or Nor Blanc would be obviously the best. Or Mont Blanc. The alternative is that we just have played a Kalgara out. All right. Yep. Maybe I could have gone bigger on that swing. Oh. We got close. Why didn't you Hound Blaze? Why no Hound Blaze? Why no Hound Blaze? You cheesed me. Oh, and if we drew a card, it was El Thor. No, we would have won. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because Hound Blaze, you spend 2 and then you get a +3. They could have lost. Yeah, I think it's Rush Haste, which is fair. People play that card. I don't think that's an outrageous card for people to play either. All right, what do I want to change with this deck? Oh, boy. All right, that is a tough question, huh? All right. Let me just see. And no. The Sky Island, right? Just a Sky Island card, right? So it's not a warrior to search, right? Honestly, like, all right. The fact that the card costs 10 and we're a deck that we almost inherently need either 1 Dawn open or to attach a Dawn somewhere is tough. But the fact that it's a card with Rush might be worth it in the long run, right? I think Holy, I want to try the deck without Ohm Holy and see if I miss it. I think that's the biggest thing. I can't contend that it's bait, but I'm not convinced that it is the best way to play the deck right now. Like, being able to play the 2 bodies is good, but I'm not convinced in that way. Also, if I was to look up cards with Rush that are yellow, 8-drop Dofi is interesting. 8-drop Dofi is additionally interesting as a card that we can rush with. Also 7-drop Anel. I'm not gonna lie. This card's like not awful for the deck to have for rush. How many Luffys are people playing nowadays that stay on the board? I don't think a lot, right? Want Anel 7 cost or 9 or 10 cost? And this card is 110 cost. Gotcha. I don't think Ace is as good. Even like the fact. Yeah. Are we attaching Dawn places? I mean, I guess technically we can attack 7k with leader and then play this and then put it back. And then technically our leader's like an 8k when we do it. I don't think the Momo's worth it. I am tempted to play Doflamingo though. Doflamingo is really tempting though. I think at that point, like, Enel is probably just better. But with Doflamingo at 10 Dawn, we can attack 6k with leader, play this, attack with it, and then go from there. What else? We have yet to have Kuma hit the board, which I think is a bit of an issue, right? That shouldn't be the case. I feel like that card needs to be on board sometimes. All right, if we remove these, what's our deck look like right now? I do like Elthor. I do. But this is probably just better when we're also just like searching for stuff. I'll see if I want to add Elthor back. I do like the Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk though. As like a removal card, I think that's fine. I do think we need something with like a 4 cost to play instead. This card is tempting too. But like clearly, I think this is better. I think almost every time that we play a 7 cost, we play a 6 cost. I have been seeing people play this card too, but I think Rocky's like a little bit answerable. But I wouldn't mind like 2 copies of it. Prom is... there's not that many stages running around, right? It's just strictly... Because green-purple's not around as much either, though Braum could help that. I mean, Teach and green-purple could be good for like the matchup for it. But I'd rather just have like a better 4-drop to play. What else? I think like cost 4 yellow cards that I'm not respecting. I mean, Basil Hawkins is neat. This card is neat. I don't think the card's bad, actually. Actually, like, the life trigger from it may be worth it. In case we need more things. Kikunojo is probably a mistake, though, right? But I will play this on 4, right? Because it essentially does the same thing. If they burn it, that's fine. But I think it's awful. I don't really want to get any more of these out of the deck because they are 2Ks. How many 2Ks are we running? 12? I think maybe we can do like 1 less copy of Zeus. I do like the 5/7 wiper as well. It's too bad we don't have anything to like redirect attacks because like these cards are really good about that. Remove one of the 5/7 wipers. That's probably fine. Yeah, because generally almost always Kalgara is just better. All right, 10-drop Anel or Dofi or 7 cost Anel. I want to add some of those. See if those cards are helpful. I do think 10 cost Anel is good, and if it stays on board, then we win, right? We'll try 2. You know what? We'll try 2. We'll try 2 and see if the card is actually bad or not. It just feels like we're not able to do anything after we use this, right? But if we get this set up, then we're in a good spot. Because like the other thing too is that like 7 cost is almost as good, and we can search it the turn of too. But I don't know, because we just have so many like 1 cost counters in this deck. But maybe that's just me being bad too. Oh, the Us. Actually, I did want to play that card. Let me put some copies of Us. That was the other thing I wanted to put in. We can probably take out a Basil Hawkins and I guess yeah, because if we're not playing Holy as well, like this searches like most cards in our deck, which is really good. Especially because you can Mont Blanc with it. If that's the case, I mean, this card's more searchable in general, but I do... Let me try Doflamingo. I'm just curious. It's likely that the... it's likely a 10-drop Anel is just better, but if we're already playing Us for like the search, that could help us in that way too. Because it can find it, like especially because we can do Us into Dofi on the same turn, which seems good. Let's try this build out. Let's try this build out. Let's see if we actually miss Ohm Holy. Yeah. Why not use the new searcher event instead? Because it's more expensive and it finds less things. The fact that this card can find Kuma is better and it's cheaper, even though you're finding like it goes minus. It doesn't go +1 in hand advantage. I'm not saying one is strictly better or worse, but that's just my mentality right now. I think there is like a lot of potential for that searcher to be good, but I haven't been seeing people play it, which is concerning. The 2-0 cost? Which one? The 0 cost, like 2K one? Alright. We're going to be playing against Bonnie. I think going first is generally a better curve. If we are able to get 5-drop, yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. Yeah, we definitely keep this. So maybe our hand likes going second more because we can go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like going first a little bit more. What makes the 8 Dofi better than the 7 cost Anel or 5 cost Ace? I don't like 5 cost Ace because it doesn't inherently have rush. I like the fact that this is an 8K body instead of a 7K body, and the fact that if they do try, we just got the card anyways. That's pretty good. All right. Probably this card, which might be wrong. Do I care if they're going to search for the rest of the game? I don't think I do. I think double searcher like that. Yeah. The fact that it's like tougher to bottom deck. Yeah, I can definitely see 7 cost Anel though. That card also, because that also can get removed. Ooh, us. Another Kuma. I can definitely try 7 cost Anel too though. At this point, they're going to get the double search anyways, so I'd rather just play this out. Another one. Yeah. Yeah, because if we had a Nell here, right, it'd be better. Because you could play it next turn. Though next turn, I think we're going to be playing Kuma and Kalgara. All right, play your carrot. Wow, crazy. Original play. Kalgara, Nolan on 6. Yeah, but you can do the same thing on 5. Oh, no. Yeah, it is on 6. Yeah. You're right. What are you going to do for 8? Mihawk me? They're not at Shanks yet, which is good. Yeah, I think that's worth just 2K'ing out. Mihawk and oh, Smoker. Interesting. Okay. I'm not thinking I am Using my leader effect this turn, so get the bait. Oh, there. Interesting. Okay, this could be wrong. Because I think they're going to play... I think they want to play 10-drop Dofi next turn, right? I don't think they're ever going to get rid of Basil, but yeah, I think we got to get rid of Zeus. Oh, trash us. Because we have another searcher. Because if they do 10-drop Dofi here, like nothing really happens. Yeah. I guess, oh, we could have played out Norland, huh? That's fine, though. Yeah. Oh no, crazy. We could double Norland this turn. Oh, we got rid of it, though. Oops. Oops. They'd have to do like an 8-drop kit or something, and we have enough defenses anyways. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I can definitely see 7-drop and L being better here. These were stuck in our hand the entire time, right? But we were playing against a deck that didn't really have removal. I'll play a couple games with this build, but it might be correct that 7 cost and L might just be better. Especially like if this deck likes the second drop curve a little bit more, then that also means that like Norland and Kalgara is just a better 2-1 play, right? And going second means that like all of our searchers are online. I'll try going second more, see if that feels a little bit better. See if that starts feeling a little bit better. All right. I'm gonna continue. This is saying that almost consistently going first is better for this deck, but you already have this combo, right? So that's probably just better to just keep this. Also, technically, we could play this on 4. Like, use our leader effect to play this, which might be good. No Searcher turn 1 feels bad, but we'll top deck. We'll top deck into an upper yard. I am not worried. Second Norland. That's pretty good. Did I say GLHF? No, I did not. GLHF. Oh, no. Oh, they whiff? Okay, good. Okay. Guys, I want to go like so aggressive here. And I think we've got the hand to do so. So I want to play Zeus to get rid of this. That's probably too aggressive, right? Probably too aggressive. I could have done 1 damage, but yeah. Probably too aggressive. Ooh. That might be a card worth removing one day. Got a bit of a slow start, though. They should not use Maria's effect, because then they'll go down to 4. They have more Dawn than me right now. Unless they already did. Maybe they did, I just missed it. Man, this guy's a thinker. Kuma is very good. Especially with the hand that we currently have. They've only found Reiju so far, so chances that they find their 7 cost is low. Okay, that helps it a lot. Boy, they're drawn. As well. Good. No, it sounds blasphemous, but I don't think we need that card as much. Alright. Start with this. Oh, yeah, sorry, you're right. Drema Kingdom, I can remove it. You're right. You're right. Yeah, they had Drema Kingdom. I forget that I can get rid of that card with this card. I'll do that on the next one. Good call. Good call. Yeah, that is a advanced form for this deck. Yeah, my bad. I think we save this. I only have 2Ks. That's fine. Yeah, 2K. I'll take this one, and then I'll double 2K out of the next one. Alright. Because this can... Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that you can do that. For sure. This only finds a warrior, which we found none of, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, thank you for the pro tip. Because yeah, I totally forgot that's a thing you can do. Any Sky Island card. So I guess that. Can you get... Oh, I could have gotten another one and then Earth won't lose for it again. Desperate times. All right. So I can either go for game here, and they drew 2, or I can clear board, and then because I have really nothing, right? But then I have they're at 8 Dawn. They need 3 attacks. With the cards I have on board, I think it's. I think we can probably do both, right? That doesn't really help our numbers, I guess. They have to get double 2K, 1K, which is so unlikely at this spot. Yeah. They hit me with the aw damn and then left. Crazy. Looked like we were probably fine anyways. But, yeah, I do like the Dofi, though I think at the same spot, this would have been, yeah, 8 for an 8K versus 7 for a 7K is about the same thing. So I just don't know how often we use the protection effect from Dofi. So we'll see. But I mean, it won us this game, though I think The only reason I went for it was because we could use this to go for game. Because I think it would be one less attack than they were expecting, but I'll keep going with it. I think, though, like, even if we want to go second more often, the chances are that we'd want to play, like, use leader effect for one and then play a Nell. So, like, that's probably just better than Dofi in most spots. But I'm down to try Dofi one or two more times. But I think 7 costs a Nell in the way that we're playing it makes more sense. So I'll you know what, I'll do the change right now. Let me see. So here's the build that we're playing right now. I'll do it after this game because I think we just found a match. Yeah, I think a Nell 7 drop might be the way to go for it. All right. GLHF. I'm going to go second. Apparently this is worse for us, but I'm down to try it. All right, we've got Norlin, which is good, and also Zeus. You know, nah, we probably need to mulligan. Yeah, this is slightly better. This is slightly better. They only said GL, no HF. What? Yep, those are 2 cards. I also like going second because I will play Wiper on curve like that. I'll give you this 2K. Oh, interesting. Interessante. I think we keep this in hand, though. I think we just go 5 and play Hawkins. Okay, counterpoint now. Because if this finds us upper yard, we get a really good spectacular cycle play with this, too. No, I'm just crazy enough to do it. This finds us. Probably an Earth won't lose at this point. And we use this, and we use it to find. I guess another copy of the Earth won't lose. Pass. And I like having Shura out on board because it just lets us trade into bodies a little bit easier too. Yeah, same too. Yeah, because next turn we get to go Kalgara and Wiper. And then we start having Kuma on board too. That's a lot. That card's very good, though. Right, 5 there. Don't mole pistol one time. That's pretty good. If I find a list that I'm happy with, I'll post it on stream, or on what's it? All right, don't tell them that we don't really have that many cards. No, not that many counter cards. All right, no one tell them, please. I'm very upset if you guys told them that we might just lose next turn. a 2k of counter in hand, but they don't know that. It's because we got the Earth Won't Lose. We should have gone a 2k instead, knowing that we'd find another one eventually. Oh, going wide. Yeah, sure. Okay, they got another Luffy. Good. Sure. Let me tell you guys, the Earth won't lose, but I sure will. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Nah. That card I'll use. I'll use that to find. Norland is great. Norland's really great, right? Alright. So I think we just play that out right. I don't think we can get rid of these Luffys, if I'm being honest. And I need every Dawn that I can. We have 10 cards in hand. Yep, those are 2 cards. I need to attach another one somewhere. Eggman currently doesn't have a 2k in hand, so I just go to 8, and then I'd have to find a 2k off this top 5, so I'm just going to take the 2. Ooh. Okay, I think this is likely to hit the same thing, if not better. Yeah, this finds me a 2k, so that's better. That's up converting. I don't know why it's still highlighted, but whatever. I'll give him this 2k. Please just put everything. There's just so much counter in hand though, right? It's absurd. Absurd amount of counter. Oh, they're going greedy. That's no fun. That's no fun. I'll get the 2k and 1k here. I'll start with the 5 there. 5 here. Another Conquerors. Crazy. Oh, that makes this turn a little bit easier. I shouldn't play these till the end. And then they just get to do big numbers. We almost survived, though, which is absurd. Like, we're pretty close to getting there. Yeah. I only lost by 2K. GG. I think they and this. I have to say this every time without sounding salty because I promise that I'm not. They played a Luffy every turn in high roll because of it. Like I'm not even. It's how the deck works. But if they get to play Luffy every turn after the turn they can, me and many other decks can't do anything about it, right? Like the reason that they won is because they found every Luffy in their deck, which is a lot harder than it sounds, even if you're playing 20 cards that search it, right? So the fact that they did this and 2 of them were the Sanji as the thing you played off of it, that's pretty tough for I think most decks, including this one. Yeah. So I think we can win this, but if they see more than 2 Luffys back to back like that, then it becomes every Luffy just makes it more and more in their favor, I think. Punk Hazard Sanji is the most, because we don't really have a great way to remove it either. Any of that stuff. Like I honestly don't mind using Zeus to get rid of one of them, knowing if I likely have heal on the next turn or something. But it does, outside of like maybe our first turn with it, because we were like a little bit aggressive early with the Kalgara and the Shura, but I think that was still the right play. Sincerely. But yeah, I can see that matchup being a little bit tougher. For sure. Oh, we're back. Hello again. Let me try going second. Apparently this is like, we lose bad. But Mulligan. This is probably better. I think we want a Zeus. Being able to Zeus one of their big boys is pretty good. Yeah, I've been really liking this 4-drop wiper though. It's been strong. Even as a 2K. I think you need both. Oh, okay. Alright, goodbye all my good cards. Three Norlands bottom deck? We lose. I guess we lose. That's so unfortunate. That's so sad. What are we supposed to do when that happens? Sincerely. Like, we've got one left in rotation somewhere, and we might have already whiffed on the first one. I can't remember what this bottom decked, if there is one in there. Yeah, and the fact that we just didn't find any 5-drops either, right? They're probably going to try to... Yeah, you got the Shura. But then they'll need to, like... Okay. Interesting. Okay, well... Listen, I don't really feel bad about this. Maybe I should, but I don't. We got the us. Man, it's the same thing as Gundam. Like, so many times the card I hit out of life is like a trigger. And like, what am I supposed to do about that? Yeah. Yeah, now this needs to find us exactly Kuma or Law, or like, whatever, or we just strictly lose, I think. Law there. Whoa, crazy. Well, at least I don't get the effect from it. Do I want 2k out? Likely. You're just gonna get the free block here, yeah. Oh no. Okay. I think us finding us this is good enough though. Alright, alternative play. I'm really tempted to just put 8 on Zeus. But I think this is just has to be the play. I think this is just better. Definitely was thinking about it, because then they'd go down to 2 cards at least. Because but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I definitely am like really curious to play this deck without Upper Yard and to see if it's something that we actually need to like play with, because it does like Upper Yard can like present a +1 sometimes, right? But like it's so difficult to get that +1. All right, they have no idea what the top card. They need like this to be like a beige or something, but with so few cards, it's difficult to guarantee that. If they attack anything, like I'll start pressing it too. They can still lose next turn. Oh. Yeah, you got him. Okay, nice. That's pretty good for them. But then even if they do this, then like, are you really comfortable enough to go down to 0 life against this deck? That would likely make it so that you are. But then, like, generally speaking, I mean, maybe you put your Law back into your hand if you want to cycle more value. I think they're out of value, though. I mean, you could put Cavendish back. Sure, I'll take this. Interesting. Alright, with them at 0 life, right? They don't get to do that anymore. I mean, what can this find that we're excited to see? I think very little. This is going to look silly. I think this is just the way. I think we just attack with board. If they have Hody, we're afraid that, like... There's no way of double 2Ks in hand, right? There's no way. There's no way they had double 2Ks. Yeah, GG. Yeah, they threw that game. They should not have done that. That seemed like a mistake. Yeah, they should just let the Law go. Because what they used to protect it? 2-1? 2-1, which I knew they had a 2K in hand. And then what? If they let that go, I'd go another 8. They'd probably let this one go too. And then I'd maybe play Basil and then pass. I want to have a couple open in case they had Hody, which they weren't getting. They'd have 3 cards on board to attack with. They'd have like a Bonnie to block with, but they didn't have enough cards that rested. I think we were fine. I think we were fine this game. We did have some bricks in hand, though, which were a little unfortunate, but I think that was fine regardless. All right. Yeah, I've been liking the inclusion of us, though. That card has been good, especially like if you bonk it off a life. Super good. Super duper good. And I like the idea of Elthor being like a plus 4K. But I don't think it happens enough, and I don't think the trigger is worth like the amount of cycle that we would get from the other card. From the Earth. All right. Allegedly, this is a very good matchup for us too if we go first. I'm going to keep going second. I don't care what the thing says. All right. Keep. Do we care about playing a 2-cost body? I don't think so. Especially because we can do it next turn with Wiper. So we'll just do this. We'll use this to get. I guess Wiper. JLHF. Not seeing R whatever feels bad. But if Wiper is able to find us, we haven't seen any copies of our stage yet, which is actually pretty uplifting. Oh, the hit was the DLHF. Good to see. No attack. Interesting. Nope. Nope, and no. It's a 7. This only finds the upper yard. This finds this card, though, which is important. And then... If they try to attack into us, I'm gonna immediately use the counter, but they might just putting us. Ooh. What? What? Oh no. Oh no, not the cheese. Not the cheese combos. Not the cheese combos. Well, there's the upper yard. It's forever too late. Alright, they're at 7. They better not Gravity Blade me. I'll be very upset if they do. So please don't do it. Please don't Gravity Blade me. Fine. They're gonna Grav Blade me. I asked so nicely. You guys heard me say it too, yeah? I was like, please don't do it. And you know what? They did it. Very upsetting. Very, very upsetting. I think we're okay, though. Yep. Yep. Into the... Yep. We're going to do... Sure, I'll get out of this one, just in case. Oh, wow. That's great. I think this card's better. Yeah, that card is better. Yeah, we should have done our attacks differently. I should have done 8, 6, 9 maybe. Oh well. We will trash this one. You need to kind of play Kuzan. They likely will. They discarded one earlier, so they have another one. They got it. Am I afraid of losing next turn? I don't think so. We can do 5, 7, 7, 7. Let's do this. Interesting. I don't think they can clear my board that easily, and one of them heals me. So I think it's better just to put them down to low number. I mean, another Gravity Blade would be upsetting. I think they're out of 2Ks. If they get rid of this, it wouldn't be a KO anyways. Having one Dawn open with Earth won't lose this and that means I don't think we're losing our board. And if they're losing our board, one of them has to be Kuma, so we live another turn too. I'm feeling moderately confident. Maybe I shouldn't though. You know, you got it. When you get it, you get it. Sure. Sure. I'll use card action, heal one. If they have Grav, I'll be upset, but I understand. Sure. Oh. That's a really good 2-card combo. Alright, the fact that they're thinking means that they likely didn't find the boy. Full body and Ice Pheasant Peck. Oh, okay, never mind. They still found it. Good for them. So we can do 4. Yeah. It's gonna let me get a draw 2. And then play this. I wish I had slightly better cards in hand, but we're likely okay. They've already used 2 copies of Gravblade, which is the max copy that most people play. They could do like a Kuzan and Borsalino, but then they'd have to be tapped out for it. They could maybe go for game, but which is not unusual for them to go to game. I think they could definitely win by doing so too. I think this is the best spot we could put them in. But double Gravblade was obnoxious. That definitely helped them win this game if they do. They didn't find Garp though. Them not finding Garp actually is a huge thing. Yeah, I've seen the new Gundam Sim. I'm gonna wait till it's a little bit more released to do anything with it, but it's cool that it's happening. They've also already used 2 Pheasant Pecks. Oh, that is not Kuzan either. Alright. So now it's either they play a blocker or they... at this point, there could be some situations where I can get like Zeus and then... Oh, that's not... Okay, yeah, there's Zeus. I mean, I guess they're not playing a blocker, right? That's their last attack for the turn? Alright, I think they got it then. Actually, no, 13 should be enough. Yeah. Alright, GG. No GG? Crazy. Crazy. You lose to Kalgara once. It's crazy. You don't think you used Sokka's effect once? I don't think so. What a weird build. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's really interesting. And we're also playing Daz. I mean, Daz Bones get back Pheasant Peck. Not terrible. This guy's cooking, for sure. For sure. You know what? I respect it. I respect what this deck's trying to do. Because, like, I think the biggest thing is that they probably play 4 copies of Jozu and they didn't see a single one. I think that was the other thing for this deck. You're trying to Jozu bounce your things back. But honestly, like, Usopp's like a pretty okay card in these scenarios, right? Being able to like play 2 bodies for 4, especially like when we're playing like what, 8 cards with no effect. I don't know if Niji's like the Niji must be like the best card to play off of it, sincerely, in blues by itself, but surprising. I mean, I can see if there's any. I would assume there's 4 copies of Jozu's and they didn't see a single one. Let me look at their deck. Let's see. No, they're not playing any Jozu's? That's bizarre to me. Why would you play Jozu if you're playing Daz Bones and the Usopp? I would almost think that's like a guaranteed 3 of. Yeah, they're only playing 2 copies of Grav Blade, and then no blockers in this build, which is also kind of scary. Interesting. Interesting build though. Yeah, I don't know if they use Sokka's effect. They definitely could have like done a double, right? But I don't think it mattered. But it could have drawn them more cards. Maybe they thought it's just like an on-play effect. Or maybe they felt like all the cards in their hand were good, so they didn't want to. I don't know. I do want to change out. I'm going to take out. I need to make the. I'll put a Nell into this build. Oh shit! Did it? Gross. Here, real quick. Kalgara, load, import, save. Copy code. There you go. Alright. GLHF. Alright, we're going first, which I don't prefer, but I will take. Wiper into Basil on 5 seems good too, even though they have ways to remove that without it. Also, Wiper into Gum Gum Red Hawk, remove something obnoxious is good too. Yeah, too much no Navy cards, maybe. I think it's an interesting concept, though. No, give them that. Oh no, brand new. Oh, he's gonna swing 6k at me. Oh boy. You get a Ripper. And then they discard, draw. Alright. Well, believe it or not, I'm not going to Red Hawk that. Sure. Oh. That's unfortunate. I'll be a little late. But I mean, I guess we can play it off. The Earth won't lose. Okay, they're playing nothing of substance. That has a little bit of substance, but... Oh, if they play Navy HQ... That's funny. Rook can be obnoxious for us, but I think we will just Earth won't lose and then Kalgara next turn. Alright, yeah, they're just gonna bomb deck it. That's fine. I mean I think that's A-okay. Oh, Black Spiral. Yeah, I didn't see. I think they had enough like Navy cards that they could probably sustain from it, but oh no, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. That's good. I don't think we need 2 of these. All right, I kind of want to get rid of Kuzan, like pretty badly, but we can't. We can't anymore. There's too much. I should have discarded that instead. One second. I do think, like, unironically, Sakazuki is probably one of our harder matchups. But maybe I'm just the way that I play it. Mostly because, like, they don't... Their removal is just, like, good for the amount of cost of cards that we put out. And Sakazuki usually has, like, a hard time closing the game. But, like, when we're at 0 life anyways, it's kind of easy for them. But currently... Okay. Yeah. Double Hound Blaze. Cool. You got him. That happened. I think we just need to do that. Okay, and that blocker. Okay, so now we can't get rid of this card, so that's stinky. We're at 7. They've used 3 Hound Blades. Or Hound Blazes, so I'm not, like, super afraid. And they'd have to, like, double remove this. Oh, they've got... We're fine. I'm terrified, but I'll continue to say that I'm not afraid. Zeus earlier would have been way better. I don't know what Kuzan's lacking. I'll be honest. Yeah, go for it. If they got the double removal, they deserve to win. I think you just lose outright, right? You get a card draw. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we get around this. They never played the Marine Fort. We never got our full value. There's no way. If they have 4 2Ks, they're just better than us. What is the trigger effect from this card, by the way? Okay, just nullifies. Yeah. Yeah, GG. That's what happens when the Earth refuses to lose. I also think, yeah, them doing like almost exclusively 7K swings ended up losing us the game. I think if they did, there might have been some better numbers for them, to be honest. If we're at 0 life, they should probably do, I don't know, like there should be a 5K check for sure, right? I think that has to be one of the attacks. Because if you get a 5K check and then you realize that I have only 3Ks in hand, that gets you that free knowledge. Yeah, I don't blame them, but I think they could have. I don't know. Maybe they could have done some better like numbers for it. 5-5, 15 wins for sure. I think so, right? Yeah. At least 8K, yeah, because that 8K requires 2 cards from hand. But then I hit them with the L Thor that I'm not running. Yeah, but at that point, yeah, agreed. Like 5K, like at least do 1 5K, and if my answer to a 5K swing is like 3K to get out of it, then you know that you're winning, right? Another one. This is a different Sakazuki player. This is a pretty good start. Yeah, and I think Anel, like, weirdly in this matchup specifically, is really good. So it's the 7 cost. Just really, really good. Yeah. You always have to go for the 2K check. Or for the 1K check. Alright, I guess Wiper. Yeah, it has to be Wiper. I do need a 6-drop Kalgara for surezies. Or any of the Kalgaras, really. I'll take this one. Okay, that is that one. All right. There it is. This gets me. Let's copy that. Houndblade's my Shura. Nah, okay. Not happening. Kuzan, okay. Also interesting. That might be greedy, because now I don't have... Maybe discarding the Kalgara was wrong. If they get rid of this card, then I don't have any way to actually loop next turn, or ramp next turn. Or like, yeah, to do the thing. Oh, okay. Where's my 5-drop wiper? Oh, they're just getting rid of this guy? Okay, sure. What are you doing for 6? Kuzan? Or Rob Lucci? Oh, Boa. Oh, bottom decking this? And then that's such a fun combo. That's so neat. This is the best card for us. And then we drew 2. And then we can go 5 here. Playing Wiper next turn to get rid of that would be really nice. Which I think we'll be able to do. Yeah, 9 Dawn, yeah. Alright, Sengoku, play Hina, give the reduction to Kalgara, and then Houndblaze. Sure. All right. I can't use leader effect because then I'll just lose, right? I'll need to do... I kind of want to have 1 open at least. Let's just do 7 here. This card's dumb. Big issue is that like we're out of like searchable heals right now. I mean, we just don't have any way to search for heals because we have no copies of us or incidental draws. It'd have to be like 5-drop Kalgara, we play it, and then we deal damage, and then afterwards we can find the stuff. I have 2 2Ks in hand right now, too. So, okay, Tempest Kick. Tempest Kick's good. Yeah, because their decision right now is if they want to go for game or not, really. Man, imagine, I could definitely see, what if we had like a 7 Warlords version of Sakazuki where we could search 8-drop Moria and we also get Boa Hancock? That could be insane. I know it existed for like a couple weeks in Japan and the deck never popularized, but I can't imagine that being like terrible. You know what I'm saying? We got Hound Blaze. So now it's just, I mean, what, do they want to just 9k? Oh, there goes all of our searchers, their heals, and our heal. Man, if we didn't play this card, we'd go that into that, right? And then just 2k. Now if they use Sengoku to like get the double removal, you might just be able to go for game. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, Boa can be really good. That card can be equally good though. I think we still lose, though. I think we still lose. They have 4 substantial attacks, and we can likely get out of 3 of them. With no 2Ks in hand, yeah. Unlikely. But yeah, cost reduction with that is really nice. Man, if we had a plus, whatever, sure. Sure. 5k with Sakazuki first. Okay. Yeah, GG's. What's with all these people disrespecting me with Hound Blaze? Do people just not know that you spend 2 Dawn to get a plus 3k? Why does this keep happening? Why do people not know that it's better to play it than to not? This has happened like 3 times today. That someone goes to swing for game, and then they don't use Hound Blaze. Like, why does this keep happening? That should not happen. I'm not even like insulting people. They are insulting me by not doing it. That could have been 18k. That could have made a difference. Like, you spend 2 to put plus 3. Why would you not? Why would you not? Why would you not? It just, I'm not, I swear I'm not trying to be mean to people. It bugs me personally to see them, like, not even feel like they need that plus 1k. Infuriating. I mean, they're right? They didn't lose in the game, but it will lose them a game. They will need to recognize that that plus 1k can make a huge difference. Maybe they're conditioning me to like forget that card can boost and not play around it anymore. Maybe it's like the long game. Because that would work against me, to forget that a card exists and then not play around it, but we'll see. Apparently this is our worst matchup in the game. One of our worst. We're going first, which I'm also not a fan of. I think we need to keep Zeus and play this card. Wiper. And we have nothing to play off for Leer effect right now. How's testing feeling? I think this deck is really fun. I don't know. I think that going 8-2 with this deck is already a triumph. I'll be honest. Okay, that was good. Oh, 1 second. They got their Mihawk. Alright. I don't know if Basil's the right choice for this deck, but it's weird. It makes it so we get these attacks every turn. What's up, Yomi? Hi, Yomi. Oh, yeah? It is hot outside today. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you had a tough time with a UV absorbing outfit today. All right. It has to be double 2K, I think. You can still hang out, Yomi. You can still sit next to me. Don't do that part. Shanks. I mean, this is a slash card. That's interesting. That's an interesting ad. I hate these 2Ks. These 2K attacks. All right. I think we have to do that. I'm just going down the line. Worst card in your hand. Wiper. Alright. I can believe Shanks is a good ad, for sure. Because it looks like it can be pretty nasty. And it's a slash card, so it's searchable off the Perona. I mean, a 4/6 is a good body stat line, also. Also has a blocker. So I can see that being a sneaky good ad, right? Because it doesn't need to have... it doesn't need to have anything... Like, the leader doesn't matter, it's just on opponent's attack minus. But apparently we're doing okay in this matchup, which I was not expecting. I'm not saying that we're guaranteed to win, but it's feeling good. You can use your bricks too, which this deck loves to have its bricks. Alright, there are two options. One, they decide to go to game with Hody, which wouldn't be awful. I think we just use this right now while we still can. And I suppose we add Kalgara. Because if they had Hody, they would have done it on the first attack, but I still want to get out of it. Yeah, they pretty much need like a good blocker or something. Okay. Oh, they made a mistake then. Are they going for game? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, you can sit there. Yes. It'll be fine. We're playing some Kalgara. Oh yeah. Fun because we're winning. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got some new stuff. I think we also won though because our opponent misplayed a little bit. But that is okay. That is okay. But yeah, we're currently what, 5-2 with this build? Are we actually 5-2? Did I put that right? Yomi's in the room with me. I'm even less so talking to myself right now. But chat, I'm not always talking to you is the main thing that I'm saying right now. But yeah, I'll play a couple more games of this. Yeah, Kalgara, yeah, it's a fun deck. Like you have to, like worst case, you have to really respect it. Also, I did get the Night Chai from them today. It was interesting. It's not bad. This is a good mix-up. I still think nothing's beats my favorite drink from them, but it's a close. Just like the pumpkin one with it. Yeah, Lori's Harvest with like the chocolate drizzle. Still my favorite. All right, we're going first, and we do have Upper Yard, and we can do some plays with Upper Yard and Kalgara, so we'll probably keep this. This is our like third Katakuri, or Sakazuki. No, maybe it's our fourth. I mean, he's back in the sense that he can legally be played, so that does help.
But not the
The
erotic one, right?
Errata one can still be played, but this one is strictly. Yeah, this one's definitely better. And this one is definitely better. I'm gonna actually get Wiper here. Is it OP? Not yet. Not yet. People are still... Rebecca is still good with it. Rebecca Brooke, yeah. And there's some minor new tools with it. I know. That... You always asking the good questions. Why does Rebecca still exist? I wish I had a good answer for her, because they're really... She really shouldn't. I guess we'll grab me a 2... actually... 5 cost... 4 cost Lucci, yeah. For sure. Moria died for Rebecca's sins, for sure. Agreed. Moria's too OP also, says Yomi. We got Kuzan, though. Alright. You got 2 hot dogs? Oh, I guess I'll have one. I know he's being a bad influence, but that's okay. It can be dinner. Alright, they hit me with pudding. I'm gonna be upset. Pudding. No, it's probably gonna be like Rebecca, Brooke. Oh, it's just that again. Okay. Boa. Alright. I don't know why this recent episode of One Piece was filler, Yomi. You were robbed. Made you cry. Alright, if they find Grab Blade, we have to concede. So I hope they don't do that. No! They found Grab Blade. I think we just lose. You should go on 1K. That Grab Blade was so upsetting. They're almost out of resources though, so that's a good chance for us to be good. They can do 12. And we can go, and with Hound Blaze it's more, but we can go 8. No, I just gotta let it go. That's good if we had the other thing to go with it. If this finds us Kalgara, we're winning. Okay, it's not, but at least it finds us this. Now we find them, but it's too late. I have 2 cards in hand. They don't have that good of a chance of winning. That Boa is just so good, though. Boa's been really strong in this deck when they played against us. I guess we should have done one of the Earths first. Oh well. Yeah, GG's. 1k off. We should have gone out of the 7k attack, though. Because if we did that, then what was their play otherwise? Yeah, that was a bit of a throw from us. We should have just gone out of that. I was too hopeful of finding a thingy. Yeah, we should have done that. Because I think we won otherwise. Yeah, that was our fault. I should have just gone out of that. Especially since I had 2. The chances of finding like both of them was low. Yeah, I was a little bit too confident with the cards we had. That was a throw for me, for sure. They could have gone 8. Like, the reason, I guess, was I was just worried that they'd go for my board. But, like, with the cards that they had, I guess they had Manchuri, right? Manchuri could find Rebecca to find a reduction. They could have done Manchuri to do Hina and Brook. So they'd end the turn with double Rebecca Brook, and let's say they remove 2 bodies off our board. So they'd have 4 blocker. Yeah. I mean, we'd still have like the Nell attack, but I think they're gonna outvalue us. They're definitely. This was a test. If this went through, they would be able to go for game. If not, unlikely. So I think that was fair for them to do that too. I do think, sincerely, based off our testing, Sakazuki's pretty tough for us because they are able to. One, we're like a 3 life leader kind of situation, and they're very good at removing the cards that we play. That Grav Blade was so sad though. Grav Blade on curve off search from Tashigi just means GG's. All right, we are playing against Mr. Silver's Rayleigh. We're gonna get to go first, which is not awful. Double searchers is okay too, so because I want to have low bodies on the board to be able to contest their board. Sure, Hoshi 2 cost. I mean, people have been saying that all day. I'm not going to deny it, but I don't know if I'd have room for it. That card's also not a blocker, right? It says specifically face up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm just playing that for a 1k that doesn't do anything. Okay. we'll do. Sounds good. Bye, Yomi. Yeah, those are those two cards. All right, we lost because they get that on their first turn. It's too bad. And no thingies. If they play another Luffy Sanji, I might just leave because I don't think we're winning. Yeah, you can deck's just I'll show off the deck later. I don't have a command for a current deck just because it takes I changed my deck so much it's hard to do it. If you guys want to see the deck though, you have 10 seconds. 5 seconds, I guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, my favorite version of the deck I'll post on the website tomorrow, though. Yep. Well, there it is, like late, per usual. At this point, yeah. Just play another Luffy. I know you have another one. Okay. At this point, I just take this damage because I'm going to do the thing anyways. Okay. My only thing is... Yeah, and then we can, like, get the thingy for the thingy next turn. I don't think we're getting rid of this Luffy. I'll be really honest. I need to have one Dawn open for things, so I guess we just go here. I think trying to get rid of this Luffy is just the fool's errand. That's a lot of defense. Which means I can win next turn. If I don't lose this turn. Which is not a great chance. With almost every brick that I own in this deck right now. It's 8 and then 9 and then like maybe a little bit more. That is like the best card for us to draw. They need to have a rush card, and even if they do, the rush card is going to be pretty low. No, they need like double Zoro, and even if they do that, only one of them's going to be a whatever. Rad Beam's huge. Zoro. I think this just means we can't lose now. The Kuma, right? Because one's Rad Beam. They could have Conqueror's Hockey, right? Let's just do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do... I know the last card in hand is Rad Beam. I mean... They have to draw a card, and it has to be a rush card, right? Like, that's their only chance of not losing... of winning here. It's either that or this last card is... Because we get to go 7, and then... 7 and 10 means that there's nothing in there, right? There's nothing in there that... Even if it's Rad Beam. Yeah. Alright, and they had Armament Hockey, which meant that, yeah, we still won. Yeah, GG. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, and... I don't want to be like reductive. They only got one Luffy on the board, right? That's the only reason we won. If they were able to put a second one on board, we probably lost. Probably lost. All right. I'll do one more game and see after over 10 games what our win rate's like. And I'll post this build. I think this build's not too bad. I'm not really missing Ohm Holy. If anything, I think Ohm and Holy makes our deck like a little bit less consistent. Because it's a card that only searches for Ohm. And I've been enjoying playing either Basil Hawkins or the other 4-drop on Curve. There might be a better 4-drop than Basil, but... How was Dofi when I ran it? It was fine too. I don't think one's strictly better. I think both have their chances. I think Anel is just like consistently a little bit better though. Because it's searchable. It's a little bit easier to put it on the board, and it's easier to defend once it's on the board. But it wasn't like by a wide margin. I think if you want to try Dofi, you can. All right. If we go second, we win. If we go first, we lose, and they're likely going to let us go first. Hooray! All right. Zeus is actually kind of interesting. I think this hand's okay though. Because we can go 5 on Wiper and then Basil Hawkins. And then after that, Kalgara. I would like to find an upper yard off this first draw. But chances we're going to find it are low. Alright, they got a 6-drop Luffy. That's also a card we have to be careful about. They got Nami. They got Sanji Puden. They don't respect my Zeus, though. We can win from that, too. Don't ramp. If they search, I don't mind. Ramping would be obnoxious. Oh, second Sanji Pudding. My goodness, how good. How good are they? I think I can take this damage, though. Okay, this is too much. I don't want to... Like, countering with Zeus, it lets them know that we have a 2k in our hand. Oh, with our regional cost. Of course, now we find it. That's so infuriating. And they didn't play their boat either. Also infuriating. Good thing Red Hawk will get us what we need anyways. The Zoroark is also dumb. You also be careful because they can tap our Dawn in this matchup, which they couldn't really before. You got it. Are they able to like double Sanji Pudding? They are able to double Sanji Pudding. That's like, should be like a little bit illegal. You know what I'm saying? However, oh, they're just doing the one. Interesting. I think this is still better. They can't really pressure this Basil Hawkins. Which is good. Because otherwise they just lose, it just goes away. But they could just do a lot of attacks and just win next turn. I don't think I'm going to play Zeus next turn. I think that's too expensive. This one. Cool. Interesting. Giant's expensive for them to do that. Alright, and then even if they have Dead Man's Game, I'll have one Dawn open. Could have done 10, but then I think forcing them to go down 2 Dawn was the right play. They can't really get rid of Basil Hawkins because they still lose the life. 7 here is good. That's fine. We just keep healing. I wish we had some 2Ks. I think my biggest issue with playing this deck is that I can be so greedy when it comes to like actually healing and stuff. I think I'm a little greedy. You could also only play 3 Kumas if we wanted to, but oh man, they are like, why did he take that 7K? All right. Listen, I'm crazy. You guys know this. I was really hoping for a 2K by now, though. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason I go to 0 a lot is because we get so many benefits for it. I mean, if they have another Electrical Luna, we just lose. for sure. That's not a debate. Okay. Don't read into this. I think we lose. We actually only lost by 1K, which is pretty good. Yeah. If we had like 1K more, GG. If one card in our hand was a 2K, we won. We were actually super close to winning that game. The only reason we lost is because I was a little bit greedy. I probably should have used the 2K on that first Sanji pudding swing. They would have... I don't think they would have diverted their game plan either. I think I was just greedy doing it. I should have changed up. That's okay. Yeah. That Gum Giant. I mean, it would have... I don't know if I got out of that one, I don't know if they would have felt confident enough to go for game. That's the other thing. Because they could have gone for board. I think Electrical Luna is what won them that game, though. Which is a tech card, but I think it's a tech card more and more people should be playing in this meta right now. I think it's pretty clear that card hits a lot of things. There's also like some disgusting plays you get to do where you can deadman's game and then you can use the Electrical Luna and still have like Dawn to do things in the turn. Because you do this for 4, you get 2 back, and then you use it for the Luna, right? Like that's just dumb. Luna's 3, but like you just get 1 more. How many Hawkins am I playing? I think I'm playing like 3 or 4. So in general, I was pretty happy with this build. I would definitely try it out a little bit more often. Were there any like real issues with it? Not really. I think, yeah, we're playing 3 Hawkins. I think in general, like we want to be able to do, there are just some like really important plays. So on first, if we go first, any 5-drop, Kalgara, a wiper with another wiper, or with Hawkins is really good. I think specifically like this card's just like never dead, even though like it's never searchable. Like the trigger effect can help us win the game, and playing it on 4 just means that we just have like a 5k attack that most decks just don't want to interact with. So I'm okay with playing it at 3 copies. It's more consistent than the Ohm Holy package with less cards invested for it, but if you don't like it, you don't have to play it. But I've been enjoying playing it at 3 copies. Wiper 2 or 3 copies with this, right? Almost all, like, it doesn't matter this is a 5 cost, right? Like this card is just almost strictly better than it, right? You do get like the cycle. There are some matches where you get to bottom deck stages against like Marshall D. Teach, Reiju, Purple and Green Luffy if they play their boat. A lot of those kind of things that help you get into those spots. Red Hawk is like great. There's a lot of situations where this can help us like win the early game. It's also something that if we go first, we play one of our things for 5 and then we Red Hawk afterwards. So we have enough Dawn to do those plays too on the early. Enough to maybe consider playing 3 copies of it, though it can be really dead in hand. And outside of Kuma, we don't have a lot of ways to discard cards, right? Earth Will Not Lose will be a great way to like, it discards specifically Upper Yard, but and we don't have like that much non-counter, I think, in the deck, right? 16, where 6 of them are events that we get to play for 6, and the other 4, like we get to play for free very often, that it doesn't really matter. So I think that's fine for what it is. So I enjoyed this deck, and I would definitely consider sleeving it up to play in the future. Maybe I'll do it for Wednesday Night One Piece, though. We did have Justin on it last week, so maybe take it a break. But there also won't be a Wednesday Night One Piece this week. There is, I'll be in Canada starting tomorrow. So I'll be at the 401 Games Regionals. I'll be doing the commentary with it with Vandal and his team out there. So make sure to check that out if you haven't already. Should be a good time. Also, this is the last day for some dice on here. We are, let's see, specifically these dice. These dice will leave at midnight. So you guys have under 10 hours to get these. Then they'll be rotated out after this. So if you guys are interested in these, let me know by buying them. And then, yeah, they'll be rotated out afterwards from that. I've got a lot of deck list on my thing. I'll put this deck list in my team deck list. I think it was good enough to warrant some more playing and experimentation. I've got a lot of deck lists from this weekend. I'm still waiting for, I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more deck lists from this event, but I might. Also the Treasure Cup I might, but the Regionals and the Treasure Cup from Carta Magica, both these have the full top cut from there, so you can check those out too. I've made some videos, we make some Gundam stuff too, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, anything else before we head out? Anything else you need from me? Safe travels. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and also, I'm a like this seems, I don't know if this seems, I very rarely am able to just commentate and only commentate, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a real treat to literally only commentate compared to like commentating and running production one way or the other. So just to be there as a guest is already like, I'm really happy. And it's been far too long since I've been to Canada. It's almost been a decade, which is far too long. So, okie doke. Who's streaming right now? Who is streaming? Let me see. Ooh. Skeppas is doing a green-blue Zoro testing. I think they lost. Maybe. Clear board, play blocker. That's so tough. Okay, because you can do... Sorry, I'm looking at his game. We're just going to jump over there, all right? We're just going to jump over there. He's got some interesting game states. And just hopefully his opponent doesn't have an unblockable leader next turn. So, anyways, here's the raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will maybe be my only stream this week of testing. I might do like a Thursday or Friday morning stream. I'll let you guys know. It will be at a weird hour, but I'll let you guys know. Likely doing some Shanks testing because I want to try to do that. But we will see going from there. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week, and otherwise, or this weekend. And yeah, see you guys then. Bye-bye.